Today, I'm going to be taking you through a 10-minute oblique workout, no equipment needed. When it comes to training the obliques, we need to make sure we're doing three things. We're going to have the obliques stabilize, we're going to also have them crunch, and we're going to be doing some rotation. And we're going to take care of all three of those things today with 10 different exercises. All right, no more messing around, create a little bit of space. I do recommend having something soft on the ground, but other than that, let's go. All right, go time. First exercise is up on the screen. We're gonna start by having the obliques do some stabilizing and just a good old classic side plank hold. So I want you to get your feet stacked like so, your elbow under your shoulder, make a fist, and then we're gonna lift off right now. So the idea here is we're gonna keep the hips right here, this distance from hip to ground level. I don't wanna push them up too high. I'm trying to not let them drop, and we're just hanging on. Now, if you feel really wobbly in this position, I want you to come down, reset, and then do a staggered stance like so. Give yourself a little wider base of support, and then come up and just hang on. Get my cores tight. All right, belly button's drawn in. Obliques are working big time. I'm sure you can feel that. But think nice and tight, ready for a punch or a little kick in the side, and hang on for 5 seconds. Oh, great job. 2, 1, and good. All right, 20 seconds on our rest. We're gonna flip it over. So, quick thing to go over real quick here. If you feel a little pressure in your shoulder, your elbow is probably too far out. You just need to tuck that back under. So if you feel that, just bring it back under, feet stacked or staggered, whatever works for you. 2, 1, and lift. And here we go. And now we're just kicking it, hanging on. I do like making this fist just to slightly kind of push my forearm into the ground. A lot of times you can feel that oblique turn on big time if you just get like a little push and pull with that forearm right in. Yep, that's really, really good. You gotta be aware if you're wobbling all over the place, change your foot position here. Try to hang on with me for another 10 seconds here. Oh, we got it. Right there. Right there. All right, give me another 2, 1, and good. All right, I am super pumped to show you guys a Coach Nick heel tap here. So here's what's going down. We're gonna stay, notice in the video, we're gonna stay on one side, all right? And then once I do a little crunch to my heel, I'm gonna hold it there for a second, just a quick second hold. So add a little crunch, and let's do it. Go heel tap, hold for a second, then bring it back in, and just keep the tension and the crunch going on one side. I know most people have probably seen this exercise as this, but I absolutely hate that. All we're doing is going through the motion and we're not really focused on anything. So I'm gonna keep a crunch. I'm gonna get nice and tight right there. I'm gonna think somebody's gonna come give me a little kick or a big kick in the side. If you start feeling your neck, that's fine. Right, just use that offhand, use a little support like so. That little 1001 pause, give me one more, 2, 1, and got it. And that's how we do some heel taps the correct way, All right, bring it to the other side. Good. Here we go. All right, again, I'm not saying this isn't, this is working your obliques a little bit, but most people just aren't, they're not focused on anything. So we're gonna slow it down. 2, 1, and move. A little crunch, hold, a little crunch, hold. Awesome. Okay, if you start feeling that neck, good. Bring the other side in or bring the off hand in. Give it just a little support and that should be just fine. Oh, good job. So now we've got our stabilizing down. We're doing some side crunches here. And then in our next exercise, we'll add in a little rotation. And that's exactly how I like to train the obliques. Oh, good job. Quick second pause. Right, ready for a kick in the side. Right, I'm gonna go one more, 2, 1, and got it. All right, I'll stay this way here. So for my Russian twists, I am not just doing this thing where I'm just moving my arms, but that's doing nothing for us. So in order to have the obliques rotate, we need to make sure we're actually turning the chest and the upper back here. So we're gonna go a little bit slower, but keep that in mind. So a little turn of the chest and the upper back. And what I aim for is my elbow getting just to the outside of my thigh. Now this one, I'll say you can go decent tempo, but I don't want to see this thing here. I want you to still focus on the working muscle here. So obliques, rotate, rotating. Oh, great job. There. Good. Try to about mimic my tempo. I'd maybe give you a tiny bit faster than this would be okay, but not going crazy. Okay, 5 seconds. Chest is turning. Chest is turning. 2, 1. Oh. But we're gonna go back to our side plank, but we're gonna add in a little dip to this. So we call this a dip. We can call it a crunch, whatever we want. But I want you to notice on the video that I'm not going super high. But I just do a little dip and then I come back to the starting position. So elbow set, feet stacked or staggered, 2, 1, and boom. So I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna do a little dip down and then just come back up to the starting position. A little dip down, back up. So almost feel a little stretch in the obliques and then contract. A little stretch, contract. And there's no reason to go way up here. They're not doing anything in that position. Great job. That is working big time. Oh, nice, give me a couple more. All right, if that's just not working, just hold. Just hold. We're good here. And that fired them up. Very nice. All right, just flip it over. All right, take a 20-second rest here. Make sure we got everything set up here. All right, elbow set. A lot of times I tuck my elbow too far under. That's the mistake I would rather see you make. Up here, not good on the shoulder. A little too far under, we're fine. All right, let's do it. 2, 1, we're up. Want to get everything set. All right, now I'll start a little dip. If you follow these cues, not going too crazy at the top, right there. Good. Hold for a second or two. It's gonna be good. This is gonna start burning here, especially with the different crunch variation after this. Oh, awesome. We're heading there. We're on that oblique, the love handle area, little V shred area, whatever we want to call this. But we are rocking these obliques and very functional too. 2, 1, and this one. So I'm gonna go roll this way. All right, I'm going to bring my legs down to the left. All right, I'm gonna get comfy here. I'm gonna go hand on the head so my elbow's pointed up to the ceiling, and I'm gonna use this elbow just to give me a little extra leverage into the crunch here. All right, 2, 1, and good. Now I want you to think, try to bring, it's not gonna happen, but bring your elbow to your shoes. We'll exhale up. Good job, and you should feel, again, after those oblique dips there, you should be able to pretty quickly here. Very nice. This leverage should help you. Some people like to just put the hand down like so. I like pushing the elbow into the ground. Right, as I come up, lift the legs up, try to bring the elbow to the shoes. Oh, awesome. Come on. 2, 1, and got it. Right there. All in there. All right, let's even it out here. So I'm going to flip over. But this time I'm going to go down to the right. Right, left hand for a little support here. Right, I want to get this elbow set. Right, elbows pointed up to the ceiling to start. And we're going. If you notice you're a little bit stronger on one side, right, no, that's pretty normal. I feel way stronger on this side. I do a lot of golfing, so I rotate this way, right? So I can tell my obliques on this side are quite a bit stronger, but I don't have any issues with it. There's no pain. We're all good. Awesome. Cool, that is doing it. That is doing it. All right. Come on, give me about 2 more. Use this leverage. 2, 1, and good. I know on YouTube we don't like to repeat exercises, but we're gonna do it anyways because I want to finish off with another set of Russian twists to get some more of that rotation in here. So we'll go 40 seconds on this, and then that's it. 10 minutes obliques, and we are done. All right, let's finish it here. 2, 1, and go. Chest. Good. Make sure, again, we're turning the head, the chest. That's what I like this, where I'm kind of looking between my hands. But you can do something like this. But I just want to know that I'm actually rotating and I'm not just moving my arms. Good job. Here. Perfect. And we'll hang in there with me 15 seconds. Nice smooth rotations, but we should be feeling all of this very nicely right now. Oh, good. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and boom, 10-minute oblique de-shred love handle workout. Dominate. That's how we do that. All right, I would recommend with this workout, you can do this a couple times a week if you're really trying to focus on the oblique, or if you just like the idea of, hitting these once a week, that would be great. Put it after a strength training session. If your goal really is to get some six-pack abs, right, here's a more kind of plank crunching workout here. So check this 10-minute abs before workout right here. Again, no equipment, but well done. I will see you in the next video.